Department has confirmed a Tucson YouTuber and volunteer search organizer has been arrested in a crackdown on unlawful behavior in Nancy Guthrie's Catalina Foothills neighborhood. PCSD says Alexander Zabel, who runs the true crime page Criminal Network, was taken into custody at his home before 6 p.m. Zabel faces 2 counts of obstruction of a highway or public thoroughfare. We're told he had been active in Guthrie's neighborhood since her disappearance, despite being cited before by police.
But the complaints got to be pretty egregious in that the behavior of those individuals was becoming pretty scary, pretty frightful.
Literally just got here. 3 cops.
Look.
I literally just got here.
Guys, this is not random. Guys, this is not random. So these police officers were most likely around the corner waiting. So even if he wasn't there, even if he was not there, they probably were going to put a warrant out for him too. Sheriff Nanos is not playing around. 2 YouTubers got arrested today, okay, for streaming. It looks like they were just set up. I'm going to give you all the details and show you everything. Fugitive TV, stay tuned. Welcome to Fugitive TV. I am your host, Ray Marcel. What we do here is we take a look at cases of missing individuals, true crime, any crime that needs to be solved with a deeper look, a different perspective. And the reason why I can give you different perspectives because I was once a fugitive on the run from the law myself. Yes, I committed crime. I did some white collar crime. And then I ran from the law for 15 years, lived in different countries, assumed different names, and eventually I turned myself in. And now I have this YouTube channel. I own multiple businesses. I help family members locate missing people and help them locate fugitives that have done something horrific to the family. Because, hey, I know what it takes to be vanished. I know what it takes to go on a run because I did it for so long. Now, because of that, on my channel, you also are going to get different resources, okay, or different sources that I speak to. I got sources in the underground. I got sources in jail. I got legit sources that are in county offices, all kind of things, right? Well, today we're going to get into Nancy Guthrie. Now, if you've been following me, you know I've been on this case from the start. Okay. Well, we got some breaking news that has happened today, okay, involving some YouTube streamers. We're talking about some arrest, all right, which took place today. One in front of Nancy Guthrie's house, the other one actually at his own house. Now, the YouTube streamer, The Juice, was arrested in front of Nancy Guthrie's house. Now, let me tell you real quick about how this all unfolds, okay? Nancy Guthrie's been missing for about 3 to 4 months, okay? I shouldn't have to tell you guys who she is if you clicked on the video. I'm pretty sure everybody knows who Nancy Guthrie is, right? So, when Nancy Guthrie first went missing, if you look at the old news clippings and footage, you will see every journalist and their mom was there on the street, streaming, reporting live 24/7, okay? It was bad. You couldn't even drive up and down the road. It was really bad, okay? And not only did you have big media, Fox, NBC, all them, even Brian Enton was there from News Nation. Not only did you have them, you also had smaller people like YouTube streamers that would be there streaming, you know, 24/7 with them. Now, over time, the big media started leaving. Like Brian Enton eventually left, Fox eventually left. All the big media and the big name journalists started leaving eventually, okay? But YouTubers stayed. So a lot of them still stayed. But then over time, some of them even left. And what happened was if you had a select few that stayed, that were local and some that were coming back into town to stream. So you had one streamer, The Juice, who's been streaming out there 24/7. Sometimes he'll go out there 3 or 4 times out the day, leave during the night. You have another streamer, Alex, who goes out there a lot. JLR, who actually lives over here in Florida by me, he's been flying out there, staying out there for weeks at a time, streaming from the house. So you have multiple people who have been out there streaming, okay? Well, over time, what happened was reportedly some of these neighbors started complaining, Okay, they started complaining that, hey, we don't want these YouTubers on the street. Now, this is what is being told to us by Pima County Sheriff's Office. And for you guys that's been following the story, you know how some people feel about Pima County Sheriff's Office. So we don't know if this is true. We don't know exactly what, but allegedly some neighbors have been complaining to Sheriff Nanos that, hey, these people have to go. Okay. Which I find kind of funny because one of the neighbors was saying that she actually felt safe with them there because if they're there, she knows nobody else should be coming to the neighborhood to do something because they're going to be on TV. Everybody's streaming, right? So what they started doing was the sheriff's office started implementing these rules. First rule was that I know of, you couldn't park on the side of the road because people would take their cars, park on the side of the road. And that road is not big at all. Okay. It barely fits maybe 2 cars going opposite directions. So you couldn't park on the side of the road and you have to find somewhere else to park. Next rule was the streamers could not set up camp in the street because people were actually literally sitting in the street. Now you could not sit in the street. That road has no sidewalks. Okay. So you had to literally, you can do it, but you couldn't be in the street. So now what they would do is they would take a chair and sit kind of like in the shrubbery or the sand where the rocks are at, but they could not be in the street. All right. So they started doing that. Well, eventually the streamer, the Juice, ends up getting a citation. Take a look at this.
I'm getting a ticket, guys. They're giving me a ticket for this. For whatever reason, I don't know. I mean, that deputy's passed me so many times and never addressed it at all. I guess he's normally on the cooler side for the most part, but apparently somebody took a picture, and I'm assuming because of that picture, they have to address it. And for some reason, I guess it equates to some type of crime, and I'll be cited for it.
So as you see, he got a citation, okay? Now, this is not the first time they've been bothering him. They bothered him once before. You can look at this one.
All right, how you doing?
We talked before, huh?
Yeah, I remember you. I remember him. McCutcheon? Yeah.
How's it going, sir?
All right, how you doing?
Good, man. So we got a complaint, and I want to talk to you about it. So I know your equipment's partially on the street. Have you, when traffic has been coming, have you been obstructing the traffic? Have you been blocking them? Anything like that?
No, not at all.
Okay. Anyone gotten close to where you're set up at? Okay.
No, not at all. I mean, sometimes, occasionally, they'll pass by fairly close, but no, not at all.
Okay. All right. How can I ask you? How often are you doing this for now?
Roughly 3-4 times a day. The last week that was when I was here the most, probably last week.
Okay.
After the rock incident here.
Okay. Is there any? Is there a story or just a deadline? How when you're going to complete it, or are you just going to keep going?
I mean, we're here for public awareness. I mean, we're here to kind of keep the case alive, and also continue to share details that develop over time. I mean, there's really no deadline to that. You know?
Yeah, I get you, man. And you're doing and I get it, the First Amendment rights, and 100% on board with that. My concern is actually, it's not that, I know you do your First Amendment, and I'm down with that. It's just set up on the roadway right here. Has anybody confronted you today or the last day about parking or setting up right here?
I know I spoke to him about it. He had told me to kick the rocks back. I didn't think nothing of it.
Were there rocks blocking the road?
No, I mean with the rocks that are currently here.
Now, I did get a few emails from some people, maybe about 2 weeks ago, actually. And they were telling me that I should do a story on this because they felt that YouTube streamer The Juice was getting discriminated against. Now, I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm not there. I do see the videos of what's happening. So I don't know who all else is, if anybody else is getting, bothered or harassed. That part, I don't know. I do know that today, other people did get citations besides him. Not only did Juice get a citation today. He actually got one before I showed you the video, but today he actually got arrested. They arrested him right in front of Nancy Guthrie's house.
I just got here. Literally just got here. 3 cops. I literally just got here. Let me make sure my live is up here.
Another YouTuber, Alex, who you see him a lot with JLR. He got arrested today too. Not in front of Nancy's house. He got arrested at his own house. Own house, people. You know what that means? That they probably put a warrant out for him, which I think is kind of stupid. They put a warrant out for him, went all the way to his house to arrest him. Now, we're going to take a look back at the Juice footage of him getting arrested. You could tell it was a setup. You could tell it was a setup. Matter of fact, a lady even calls him on the phone, says, I need you to take me off live. He never got to hear what she was going to say. I wonder if she was trying to warn him. Somebody sent me an email about a week ago saying that he was probably going to get arrested. A week ago. Okay. Now at the time, like I said, there really wasn't a lot that I could do a story on for any, like, I guess, concrete proof. And not only that, I had to focus on other cases at that time as that I was doing, such as Crystal Janae Proctor. I'm heavily focused on that one. Brittany Gamble. So, I don't have all the time during the day to do multiple videos. I wish I could. So please like, subscribe. Please help my followers grow. Please help my channel grow. Let's get me to 30,000 subscribers at least by the end of the summer. So that way, hopefully I can start doing this full time for you guys. Well, so somebody told me that he might get arrested. Okay. And come to find out, he gets arrested. All right, so this is Alex, real name Alexander Zabel, age 54. Now his bond currently, he's got 2, which I'm gonna add this up. I don't want to get the math wrong and look stupid on here, but he's got 2, and these are misdemeanors too, guys. These aren't like felonies. These are only misdemeanors, but he's got 2 charges, and his bond currently total is $255, $453. So I'm pretty sure somebody's going to bond him out soon. And then this right here is Juice's. So Troy Lewis Bradshaw, age 34. He's got 1 charge, 1 misdemeanor, and his bond is $255. So, I mean, he should be out soon too. All right, so right here, JLR, he says they charged the Juice with misdemeanor for having his chair partially in the road. They threatened to arrest Alex for being in front of Nancy's house. Now, Criminal Network X, that is Alex, I believe. So Alex actually did get arrested. They arrested him. They went to his home and got him. 857 Tucson, they pulled him over for briefly stopping in front of Nancy's home. They give Juanita, and there's another streamer named Juanita. She got a citation for parking in front of Nancy's. They pulled over Exploring with Jim on his motorcycle in Nancy's neighborhood. Now, Exploring with Jim, he's been actually literally on his e-bike or motorcycle going through the desert trying to find Nancy. Then he says sheriff's deputies came out over a dozen times on accusations against YouTube streamers. They clearly don't want us covering a Nancy Guthrie case. Now, one thing I can say, I don't know exactly why they are doing, why are they doing this? I can't tell you exactly if neighbors are complaining and saying, get them out of our streets. I don't know. Now, this is, I believe, an HOA community. So I don't know how much power, let's say, an HOA community can enforce something to say like, hey, we need these streamers gone. That part I don't know. Now, this is from News 4 Tucson. It says several YouTubers have been arrested and charged following a crackdown in Nancy Guthrie's Catalina Foothills neighborhood. The Pima County Sheriff's Department said Alexander Zabel, who runs the true crime page Criminal Network, was taken into custody at his home before 6 p.m. Zabel faces 2 counts of obstruction of a highway or public thoroughfare and 1 count of public nuisance. Troy Bradshaw, who runs the Juice page on YouTube, was arrested in charge of public nuisance. So, and then also says Damian Todd Enderly was cited with public nuisance.
But the complaints got to be pretty egregious in that the behavior of those individuals was becoming pretty scary, pretty frightful.
After months of neighbors complaining about unlawful behavior in Nancy Guthrie's neighborhood, the Pima County Sheriff says enough is enough. Tonight, Sheriff Chris Nanos announcing a crackdown on the problem, and News 4 Tucson's Monica Garcia joins us live from the foothills to explain. And Monica, I know this has been a big issue. What do they plan to do about it?
We just spoke with Sheriff Chris Nanos, who says he tried to respect the public interest surrounding this case. A lot of people want to know what's happening, right, especially in the months after. And he's also trying to respect at the same time the rights of the people who live in this neighborhood. And let me just step aside, showing you what's still out here, Sean, these no parking signs. But now as we talk about going into the 5th month of this investigation, he says complaints about a small group of individuals has grown so significant that calls to 911 from this neighborhood have tripled. And now he says the warning period is over.
Now, here is the big debate. Most people are saying that they are in their First Amendment rights, as in freedom of speech, freedom to protest, things like that. So most people are saying this, which is true. They are. Now, I don't know about these laws that have now been enforced to where they can't be on the road doing this. Now, like I said, I don't know if this is because of an HOA that a certain rule can be enforced on that. Now, that I'll be honest with you, I really do not know. But the one thing I do know is they really are going to sit there and put charges on somebody for reporting from the street, and not just arrest them there, but go to one of their houses and arrest them. You have to waste resources to go to somebody's house and arrest you. So they're really spending the time to do that over somebody streaming. That, I think, is crazy. But let's look at this video real quick of the Juice getting arrested. And this right here is Nancy Guthrie's house. There used to be a big memorial here where that yellow ribbon is, but they took it down. Somebody took it down. So at first, a neighbor stops and starts talking to him peacefully.
Is criminal here? No.
And then, right after she leaves, literally 4 minutes after she leaves.
I'm not big on the mute thing either.
There's the sheriff. The sheriff is back.
Actually, before that, watch this.
If you got something to say,
look.
Started, but since it's unknown, I'll take it for a second, but I'm not going to stay on the line. I took a picture of her, or
so
not
somebody
of her,
calls
but I took
him.
a picture because I was behind her.
Okay.
And we didn't know why she was here. So I figured I'd check. Flicker Fade has became a member for 1 month and saying, he says, keep doing what you're doing. Great job. Much love, man. Good to see you guys in the chat here. Somebody's calling from unknown. I guess we'll answer this, guys. I'm not really taking calls right now.
Calling him right now.
I'm just getting started, but since it's unknown, I'll take it for a second, but I'm not going to stay on the line long. This is Juice.
Can you take me off live?
Well, I'm just getting started here, and I'm live. I just went live right now.
So as you see, whoever it is asking. First thing she said was, "Can you take me off live?" First thing she said. This is at around the 3-minute mark, okay?
And she's saying,
and then watch after this.
Me personally hiding.
Sheriff is back. Two sheriffs.
Personally, I'm not a big, I'm not big on the mute thing either.
There's the sheriff. The sheriff is back. Two sheriffs.
Not even 2 minutes
Maybe
after
that's
that.
why she was calling me.
Not even 2 minutes
we
after
got
that.
sheriff already. I just got here. Literally just got here. 3 cops.
Look,
I literally just got here.
guys, this is not random. Guys, this is not random. This is exactly what law enforcement does, especially when they want to take you to jail. So these police officers were most likely around the corner waiting. Okay. They were around the corner waiting. Then it's pretty much go, and then they all show up at one time to arrest you. So even if he wasn't there, even if he was not there, they probably were going to put a warrant out for him too and arrest him wherever. He could have been at McDonald's and got arrested, walking down the street, got arrested. They would have looked for him to arrest him just by watching this footage.
Let me make sure my live is up here.
Now, as you see, there's another streamer right here. Now you see how there's nothing on the sidewalk. He has to be back in the kind of the back cut. They cannot be on the street.
Juice on YouTube. Yeah. Why are you asking my name? Why are you... The Juice? I go by the Juice on YouTube. Yeah. Why are you asking my name? What's going on?
Now see there, this was all a setup. They come up to you and they need you to identify you as you before you get arrested. That's why he's asking him his name. You're the Juice, and in his name.
So you're again from St. Paul.
I just got here.
For public nuisance,
Okay.
Hey, wait a minute. The sheriff's come by and I talked to him and sent him food.
Yeah. I don't know.
2 hours ago. I have it on video and everything.
So it looks like what they did, it looks like he was surrounded. I'm not there, but it looks like they came from both sides of the street. Okay, like I said, that is not a coincidence, guys. That was done on purpose.
Yeah, he came out and he's like, "Are you 857?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like,
right.
"Oh, you're cool.
Yeah.
You're cool. You're not updating." So yeah, if you guys look on your call log, you'll see there was 3 sheriffs out here. Like,
now the other streamer, I believe that's Tucson. I'm not sure, but I believe that's Tucson that's out there sitting with him, and he's describing everything.
I understand that, but just get his 43. And we'll get going. All right, bro.
They've already got my information several times, and you're not telling me why you're here. I don't know what's going on. You just came and he demanded my
Public nuisance can't be here. Effective today.
Effective today, public nuisance that we can't be here. And under what law that is? You said.
We'll cite you. I'll let you know what the statute. That's what it is. Did you get a ride here, or how'd you get here?
Yeah, I got it. I always get dropped off.
Okay. All right, bro.
So is this a new law in place or something?
Go ahead and get this going. All right, man. So you're gonna be.
I'm gonna be cited for this.
Yeah, it's an actual arrest. It's an M2 misdemeanor.
An M2 misdemeanor.
So let's get your stuff together and come with us, all right?
Get my stuff together and come with you guys.
Yeah, right.
What did I do wrong?
I just told you what you did. So, all right. So, grab your stuff.
Can we request a supervisor? I'm not. You guys are making me super uncomfortable.
I'm not trying to, dude. I'm really not.
I don't know what I did wrong.
I told you.
So I'm coming with you guys. Where am I going?
You're in the jail.
I'm getting booked into jail.
Because you were already cited before. So,
But they didn't tell me that I could not come back here.
I understand that, man.
Now, see, they're using the excuse saying that he was already cited. Now, since he was already cited, now I guess this time he has to go to jail. But here's the thing that does not make sense. Usually, let's say you get cited for trespassing or something like that, and they don't want you there. Most of the times they have to catch you there. They have to catch you there, right? Oh, he's back. Let's call the police. Oh, he's back. Police catch you. Now you go to jail. It wasn't like he's sitting there and a cop passes by and looks at him and goes, "Oh, wait, the Juice is here. Yeah, we cited him last time." No, this was a setup. This was a setup. Even if he was not there streaming right now, they still would have put out a warrant for his arrest. Still, even if he wasn't streaming. So how that cop just now said, well, we cited you once before, we're taking you to jail. That, guys, was an excuse. That's an excuse. You don't show up, surround the guy, you know, they knew already. That's why they had to ask him his name and get him to identify himself. They do that before they arrest you.
I was told that I was okay as long as I was not on the easement. I'm not aware of anything that you guys are.
That's just what that's the direction right now. So, like,
Can I? So you're gonna give me a copy of the citation. So I'm excited. I'm not going to jail. I'm just being.
it's a physical booking. It's a physical being cited. Well, you're being arrested.
That's crazy, man. I wish you guys would have handled this a lot better than that. I didn't understand that I would be arrested for coming out here and doing what we've been doing this entire.
You might want to think about it before taking them in, but you guys have to do, I mean, obviously, whatever your.
I was Wetmore and Currents. Are we able to wait for her to get here? Or?
I can stand by with the equipment.
Want to make sure it's all packed up.
But yeah,
ready to go.
we want you to verify that all your stuff is there.
Yeah, that's really scaring me, brother.
This is seriously not cool.
I'm really concerned at this point. I'm
Did
really not
Nanos
understanding this at all.
Name you to come out here, or was it? Can you talk to the supervisor? He was just here. No, I know. Can I talk? Because he literally, if he was here, he was here an hour ago. No, I know. Can I talk?
And then here is an angle from this is from Tucson's feed that he was sitting right there. Now, as you see, they got the no trespassing gate up. Let me move this over here so you can see.
Okay, 1 second. I will. I see the link, Photon.
That I can speak to out here at all.
I'll have it ready.
Objecting to speak to anybody.
This is a guy. This comes from sweet
Check it out.
underscore dude underscore shibby.
So I'll switch to his audio now.
No, seriously, that's what I don't get. Come on, man. No, seriously. Dude. He doesn't deserve this.
Now, as you see, yes, he's surrounded. They came up on both sides surrounding him.
Yeah,
It
they're
was
arresting
planned.
Juice. It's seriously.
This is not right. Dude.
I can't talk. I gotta go.
Juice's videos here.
I'll talk to you in a little bit.
So 857
Call
had
me.
a good angle here.
Sorry.
Juice's is
What do you guys think? What do you guys think? I told you I got an email saying that they feel he was being discriminated from the start over there. Now he goes to jail. Tucson did get a citation, I believe. They didn't take him to jail. So are they going to put a warrant out for Tucson now? So it seems like they did it for the Juice and Alex. So Tucson, if you're watching this, hey, look out, because they might put a warrant out for you next. And if they don't, why did they do one just for Alex and for the Juice? So when that cop said, oh, we already gave you one house arrest, that was an excuse, guys. That was an excuse. When the cops roll up on you like that, you are going to jail. Okay? When you see those cops putting on those blue rubber gloves, you're going to jail because they're about to search you. So who authorized all this? Sheriff Nanos? Why don't they want the streamers in front of the house? And you guys let me know below. Do you think that they are being a nuisance? Okay? Do you think they're being a nuisance? And if you don't think so, then let me know. Do you think Nanos just doesn't want anybody? Now, apparently he's saying that this goes for any media now. He said this goes for any media. Meaning, if Brian Enton went there, he might get arrested too. So why does he not want media in front of the house? Now, if you guys haven't looked at my prior videos, I've already done a couple videos saying I think a lot of this is a cover up anyway. I think the whole Porsche guy video is a cover up. I think that's a stage. I think a lot of this is staged and cover up to begin with. None of this makes sense. There's way too many red flags. Why isn't Savannah using her power to put out the message to try and find Nancy? Brian Enton now just confirmed that there is no private investigator. All that $500,000 in private investigation, whoever put that out was a lie. Now, I know who put it out. It was a newspaper named the Hindu Times. Hindu Times. They're out of India. So how did somebody in India know that Savannah been paying a private investigator $500,000? That just like they're also the same ones that said there was a loan that they asked Nancy for, and I'm wondering how they even know that. Were you in the room when they asked for the loan? So there is so much corruption and just cover up going on. And I've been watching these guys sitting out front of Nancy's house, and yeah, you know, they're keeping the hope alive and keeping the message out there and stuff like that. But sometimes I wonder if they're sitting out there for nothing. Sometimes I wonder that. Are they sitting out there for nothing? What if all this time got wasted? Come to find out, what we've been told was a lie. Now look. People are out there literally trying to do good things and they're being arrested for it. Not just one cop car shows up, 4. Like it was a major crime that just happened. How many showed up at Alex's house? For you guys to know this, how many showed up at Alex's house? Was it 4 for him too? 5, 6? That's resources off the streets to arrest somebody for streaming. I don't know, guys. I'm going to try and look up the rules of that HOA and see what I can find. Try and look up the rules just in general on this, okay? Just to see if any of their rights were violated or anything like that, you know? But please like, subscribe, comment below. What do you think? Do you think the Juice and Alex were actually discriminated against? I told you I got emails that said they were getting discriminated against a couple weeks ago. I got an email that Alex, or not Alex, but the Juice might go to jail. Okay? And look, he went to jail today. So you guys let me know below. What do you think? Please like, subscribe, turn on your notifications, comment below. Please help this spread out to the algorithm. Like one another, take care of one another. This is Fugitive TV, and I'm out.